What's up YouTube? Today we are going to watch, yes, we're going to watch Arnis game. And yes, this is going to be the best game of all time. And it's my favorite sport. And before we can do, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. And follow us on our Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram pages. Without further ado, let's enjoy the show. Okay guys, so as you can know, I was on my way to the location, the venue of the Arnis thingy, and it's a beautiful weather. It's cloudy. You see the beautiful sky over there. Look at those animals, those cows, and look at this beautiful area here. So beautiful. And of course, I never seen that coming. Why there was something building over there, the bridge, but they're just gonna renovate the road over there. I think for flood control projects, I think. Sorry about that. I'll never know what's happening there, but there's some road work over there. So anyways, it was a cloudy afternoon. We are still here. And yes, we are here at the, we're in the BBC. As you can see, it's on my, on the tricycle. Yeah, it's a smooth ride. And yes, I'm on the drive right now. I'm on my way to the event center. And look at that. You see the cars over there? Look at that. That's a Toyota. And look at that. That's the Land Bank. Yeah, my dad went there before because of a wind, just broke there. I don't know what date it is, maybe February. I don't know what's happening, but I was on a smooth ride. Look at me riding on a smooth road. Okay, so we just saw a football game here. In other countries like America, it was known as soccer. And yes, look at that, guys. It's a football game in here in the district meet. I don't know whose school is this, but anyways, we're on our way to our venue. And yes, basketball. Ooh, let's go Lyceum. Let's go Lyceum of Southern Luzon. Fight, win. Let's go my school. And yes, we're on our way, and it was so tiring. And we are not yet close, but look at that. That dog is being pulled by that man over there. And look at that. The soccer game there. Shout out to all the athletes of Lyceum of Southern Luzon who is watching. Keep it up, and we're gonna fight. We're gonna win. Shout out to all the student athletes. Not just high school, but elementary. Let's go athletes. So we're now close. I think we arrived in our destination. And yes, guys, we are now close. Okay, so we are now here in the venue of the Balayan East Central School. And now we are introducing to the judges because this is a performance art. And this is my favorite sport, by the way. I love Arnis. It is our cultural pride. It is proudly Pinoy. And these are the cheerleaders and these are the contestants. Okay, so before we get started, I will show a historical trivia about the sport. Arnis, also known as Eskrima and Kali, was the national sport of the Philippines. It focuses on sticks as well as bladed weapons such as knives and sword. It was introduced in 1521 at the Battle of Mactan. Our ancestors used bladed weapons to fight Magellan. Lapu-Lapu was the first master of Arnis, and Arnis is the used fighting art for many centuries. It was banned during the Spanish colonial period, and it was used in Sakoting and Moro Moro dance, and also uses the Maglalatik and other folk dances to use movements. At that time, Arnis was used by the revolutionaries, and it has blending of fighting styles like fencing and silat and Spanish fencing. And now it was used by the military. The military uses Pekiti, Tirsiakali, and some other fighting styles like Calis Illustrissimo and modern Arnis. In 1974, a man named Remy Amador Presas was the founder of modern Arnis. And yes, this guy founded Arnis as our national sport. In 2009, under Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, Arnis is the national sport of the Philippines in 2009 under Republic Act 9850 that it was now mandatory to schools and by sports and by the police. And there were many types. Here comes the sparrings, which included live stick and padded sticks. Yes, they have similar fighting styles like fencing, I guess. And this is the anyo, which is using of espada y daga and baston and so on. So the rules are like performance. That's all. Wow, just look at the first school. Wow, look at that. The white and purple uniform. Look at his moves. Just look at how he fights. Look at the movements. More like of a stick. So, as I say, I forgot to tell you that Arnis can use, fist fights and grappling. And it has fast footwork. I should have also forgot that Arnis is the national sport of our country. It is our treasure, it is our culture. As I spoke an American accent, even in the United States, Dan Inosanto practices Arnis. Some of the famous practitioners were Takoy Caliente, Joriso Caliente brothers, and yeah, so this is the single baston, and I'm now gonna watch. This is from a school. I don't know what school it is. Let me know down in the comments on what school is this. Thank you. So here comes the single baston, and it was really smooth. Wow, he is so fast. Wow, he can do a stunt like that. That was so astig. That was so intense, guys. Tingnan mo naman yung mga elementary students pa naman. As I say, I will say Filipino because this is our sport. This is our martial art, baby. Woo! And yes, here comes the ending. And yes, here comes the double baston. Look at that. Look at how fast he goes. Sorry, I didn't get the ICC because, because of the storage. I hope I should buy a new phone, I swear. By the way, if you say ICC is International Criminal Court, you are wrong. It's my mom's school, huh? That's where my mom is graduated, Immaculate Concepcion College at Balayan, Batangas. Well, let's go back to the video. Okay, I see the moves there. Wow. Just like I told you, I switched to any music is because of the copyright. And yes, look at that show. What a great show he did. Here comes the ending salute. And yes, look at this. And he poses and he goes. That's the end. And next stop is the Espada y Daga. And this is one of my favorites. And look at the moves. It's more like a move of a real warrior. He fights like a gladiator, and it's more like modern equivalent of a gladiator arena. Yeah, look at that. This is more like a very big quad. Wow, it's screams like that. Looking good. Just like I told you, I use different music to have no copyright, so here we go. Next up is ICC. Yes, but he looks simple while fighting. And yes, that is very simple in anyo, more like normal, just to save the energy for last. And yes, he fights like a warrior. He's a tiny one, but hope these boys will grow one day as great warriors. The warriors will fight for Encantadia. Nah, just joking. About like in Sangre. Look at that. Alright, here comes that host school, I guess. This is the host school. Look at him. Let him go. Yes, look at that movement. Look at that. So fast. More acrobatics. Wow, look at it. Look at it go. It's more like of a, you know, Dragon Ball thingy. Wow, look at that. Ooh, Shadow Fight. Wow, looks like Shadow Fight 2. Look at the moves. More like he's so fast. He's expressing the crowd. He's like a crowd entertainer from ancient Rome. But anyways, I like this sport. I love it. I love this sport wherever I go. Hope someday you should become a great warrior like me. Up next is the synchronized anyo, which is the single and double baston. And yes, here comes the synchronized double baston, and it is starting. But okay, so look at the movements. Wow, just watch and see how it looks. And look, they're gonna do some acrobatics. Whoa! You see that? You see that? It's more like a synchronized swimming on a fight. Watch and learn. Ground war tactics. Wow! Look at that. This is more like of it. It's so cool that the movements are like warriors. Their fighting styles are meant to be possible. They can use acrobatics like in a circus. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at this. And yes, the movement, the skill. Look at how it's done. Wow. Wow. Even these, look at that. Look how it moves. They use acrobatics there. So fast. Lightning speed. And the footwork is amazing. Just look how it does. Wow. But the single baston was so epic. Look at the moves. Japanese style. How epic. How impossible. How victorious. That was a furious strike, man. I love this sport. I love it. Whoa. Amazing. This is a modern equivalent of a gladiator fight. Wow. The crowds love it. I love this sport. Wow. Did you enjoy that, guys? Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. Like my video. That's it for today. Thank you and goodbye, everybody. Now, signing off.